I've come to realize that in life there are two ways to solve problems. There is the elegant solution. There is the solution with finesse, and it makes it look easy. And in my experience, solving problems with elegance, with finesse, it requires skill. And skill can take years to develop, which means that if you have not put in the years developing that skill, that might not be an option for you to solve the problem in that way. Which means elegant solutions might be off the table, especially if you're new, say, to the entrepreneurship game. You haven't developed the skills that would allow you to exploit the elegant and finessed solution. Which leaves the other type of solution, which is brute force. It is ugly, but it is effective. And the thing about brute force solutions is that all it requires really is gusto. It requires a willingness to try and a commitment to not give up. And if you have that, if you have, gusto, willingness to try, and commitment to not give up, then you can solve a lot of problems in your life. Is it going to be pretty? No. Most of the solutions that you come up with in the first 5 years of your business, of your entrepreneurial journey, on your quest to personal development, whatever it is, like the solutions you come up with, because you don't have the experience or haven't put in the years developing the skill that would allow you to solve the problem with elegance and sophistication, all you have is the brute force ugly solution. And so your solutions are going to look terrible. They're going to look like garbage. And by comparison, you're going to be embarrassed when you look back on them in 5, 10, 15 years. But that's what you have available to you. And the beauty is you always have that available to you. You can solve almost all problems in life through just brute force by expending a ton of energy, a lot of gusto, being willing to try, willing to fail, but being committed to not giving up. And if you do that on a long enough time frame and you're consistent and you bring the intensity every single day, you can bust through pretty much any wall. And then you'll look back and you'll realize, oh, there was a door right there. I should have just gone through the door. If I just walked a couple steps further, I would have seen the door instead of just butting my head against this brick wall. But that is the benefit of time, experience, and that will lead you to the elegant solutions. But in a lot of cases, all you have in the beginning is brute force. So I encourage you, don't be shy about using it. I don't remember who said it, but I got a buddy who says violence is the answer. Not violence against other people or anything like that, but violence like massive action in the moment, which is kind of contradicting for me in a lot of ways, because I don't always agree with the idea of massive action as a concept, because I think it gets distorted in people's minds and they start taking mindless action. But in the beginning of your journey, you don't necessarily know what those actions are, which are mindless and which ones are actually meaningful. And so you have to be willing to look stupid and do a whole lot of dumb things. And then over time, you refine, you reflect, you iterate, you improve. And then you get to a point where maybe more often than not, you can apply the elegant solution. But don't be afraid in the beginning just to get ugly, to get brute force with it, to get a little violent with the problem. And I know I've had to. I've been thinking about this recently because I've stepped into a couple of new domains of my life. We're learning new skills, and I feel like a baboon. I feel like a baboon with a stone. Whereas in other domains of my life, I feel like I have like a precision jackhammer. And so, as you step into new domains, new areas that you're trying to learn things, you're trying to grow, like you revert back to baboon. And what I always like to say is I make up for my lack of experience with gusto. So take that for what it's worth and go apply some gusto today. Give it a little bit more elbow grease and you'll be surprised. You can pop off some lug nuts that way. It's a really weird analogy, but if you're still listening to this, it's because you get it. You get it. That's going to do it for me, guys. Yeah, get out here. Go start your day. Go do something with brute force. And we'll catch you back around these parts tomorrow. But until then, stay hyper-focused, my friends.